By the end of this video, you'll know how to go from licensed but lost to landing clients, booking services, or how to launch your beauty business with confidence. You'll walk away with a clear understanding of why most estheticians struggle at their graduation and how we've built a system that helps you not just get licensed, but get paid, booked, and aligned with your purpose. Let me tell you something I wish that someone would have grabbed me and told me when I was working double shifts and daydreaming about having my own beauty business. You don't have to quit your job in order to start aesthetic school. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to start somewhere and it can actually fit into your real life. Seriously, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have thousands of dollars saved. You don't need to wait until someday when your schedule magically opens up. That day rarely comes. You start with what you have right now and build from there. Here's what most beauty pros don't realize until it's actually too late. Getting licensed is just the beginning. The state gives you the certificate, but not the roadmap. You learn the service, but not the strategy. Most estheticians graduate excited, but they wake up about 30 days later wondering why they're not booked, they're not making money, or worse, considering going back to the job that they hated in the first place. It's not your fault. The industry is amazing, but it also is full of gaps, misinformation, and lots of gatekeeping. So today we're fixing that, and let's get into it. Let's start with the part that no one really prepares you for, but almost everyone in this industry experiences. Most estheticians don't fail because they're bad at facials. They fail because they do not know what to do next. They're licensed but broke, confident in class but completely lost once they step into the real world. They're trained in the technique but not in the strategy, not in communication, and certainly not in business. Now pause and really just let's think about that for a second. So many estheticians graduate aesthetic school thinking, okay, I did it, I'm licensed, now everything is going to just magically fall in place. But within 30 to 60 days, reality is going to set in. No clients, no momentum, no income, and for many, no idea what they're doing wrong because they were never shown what actually does come next. And here's the truth that nobody talks about. You get licensed, but no one teaches you how to book clients. You learn how to hold a dermaplane blade, but not how to retain someone who pays you. You're told you'll make six figures, but nobody mentions the marketing, the messaging, the mindset, the infrastructure that it actually takes to get there. And suddenly you're questioning absolutely everything. Maybe even feeling embarrassed. You might be ashamed to post because your calendar is completely empty, wondering if you've made the wrong decision altogether. If that's where you are right now, I need you to hear me clearly. You are not the problem. The system is. Beauty school teaches you compliance. It teaches you the law. It helps you pass the test, but passing your exam and building a career are two very different things. So aesthetic school has its role. And I know this because I'm an aesthetic school owner. I've seen too many students who are brilliant, creative, capable that start this journey with so much passion, but only get stuck in the gap between school and success. Some actually go back to the jobs that they hated. Some go into debt trying to figure it out. Some give up entirely, telling themselves that they'll come back to it one day that never actually comes. Because getting licensed is not the finish line, it's the foundation. I never wanted Dolly Monroe to be a place that just checks the box on your education. I wanted us to be the place that gives you a complete roadmap from passion to paychecks. So if you're feeling stuck right now, know this. You didn't fail. You didn't miss your shot. You just didn't get the full system. And the best news is that the system exists and it's already working for aesthetics graduates and beauty school graduates just like you. Now I'll show you exactly what's missing and what we do differently that fill the gap between graduation and growth. Let's get something clear because this one hits hard for a lot of beauty pros who are wondering why it feels like things just aren't clicking. Getting licensed is the minimum. It's not the mastery. Let me say it again. The license that you earn, it's essential. It's powerful. It's huge. It's a milestone, but it's also just the beginning. Passing your state board proves that you're safe, you're clean, and you're legal to practice. It proves that you understand sanitation, the skin layers, how to pass standardized tests, and even that you've studied hard enough to learn the skills. But what it doesn't teach you is how to confidently price your services, how to structure your day so that you're not actually burnt out, how to book your first 10 paying clients, how to handle cancellations, feedback, rebooking, or even how to talk about your business without feeling awkward or salesy. The state gives you permission, but permission does not equal preparedness. And if no one told you that, I can see why you're feeling frustrated or like you missed a step, because you probably did, but it's just not your fault. It's just how the system was designed. Now, let's talk about that moment after graduation, because I've seen it 1,000 times, literally 1,000 graduates. You post your license photo, you get a yes girl in the comments, you order a ring light, you maybe even start a booking link, and then crickets. You're sitting there and you're wondering, where are the clients? How do I make this real? Should I take a real job at Ulta just to have something steady while I figure it out? And listen, there's no shame in that. We've all had that moment and of now what, okay? I remember speaking to a graduate who said, school gave me the knowledge, but I left with no idea how to create an income. Now, of course, this wasn't a Dolly Monroe student. She did have the skills, but again, not the strategy. And that's where most estheticians get stuck. And it's also where most schools stop showing up. But again, not here, not at Dolly Monroe, and not on my watch. Because I believe if we're going to train you, we also need to help you transition. It's not an afterthought. It's not a bonus. It's a bridge. It's the real beginning of your actual career. It's where you take that license and say, okay, now let's build my brand. Let's define your path. Let's turn your talent into traffic, bookings, and cash flow. Because again, the license is a starting point, not the full package, okay? So if that's one thing you need to take away that. And here's another thing. No one tells you that you're not behind. It might feel like it because you're seeing other estheticians on social media doing 6-figure months, launching skincare lines, or booked out for weeks. But here's what you don't see. You don't see how long they've been building behind the scenes. The coaches, the mentors, and the systems that they've all invested in, the trial, error, and pivots that got them there. You're not behind. You're just waiting on the system that was never taught in school. So let me be the one to say it to you clearly. You are not the issue. You are not unmotivated. You are not cut out for this. You just need a structure. We don't just believe in teaching facials. We believe in teaching freedom, options, ownership, and confidence. Whether you want to get hired in a med spa or open your own facial suite, this program was designed to walk you, not just hand you a piece of paper and wish you luck. Now it's time for us to break down exactly how the graduate program works, step by step, and show you what's included, what we help you build, and how this one decision can completely change the outcome of your entire career. So, you ready? So let's talk about what the graduate program actually does, because this is where everything changes. If you've ever thought, I'm licensed, but I still feel lost. If you've ever sat at your booking link and thought, where are the clients? Or scrolled Instagram wondering why everyone else looks like they've had it all figured out for the last 10 years.
You guys are getting paid?
This is the part that fixes that. Because here's the truth. The graduate program was built to close the gap between education and execution. It's where we take everything that you've learned and show you how to actually use it to get hired, get booked, or build your own beauty business from scratch. So what do we actually do inside the program? Let's break it into 2 paths because not everyone wants the same thing. Path 1 is called the job placement track. We also call this our associates program. Maybe your dream is to work for a luxury spa, a med spa, or a dermatologist. You want structure, stability, mentorship, a team to learn from. Perfect. Then that means that you belong in our job placement path. Here's how we help. We help you to build your resume, not a boring Word document, but a real reflection of your skills and personality. We also help you gather and present your certifications, laser, electrology, dermatologica, ALMA, chemical peels, you name it. We will also help you create a portfolio, digital or printed, so that you have something visual to leave behind when you apply for a job. We'll also teach you how to interview like a professional with mock interviews, common questions, and confident answers. We also will connect you with real job opportunities through our job board, employer partnerships, and local med spa contacts. And here's what makes it different from most job support. We do not just hand you links to Indeed. We teach you how to stand out, how to follow up, how to build long-term relationships with employers, and how to be the person that they call before they even post the job opening. And the best part, you don't have to wait until after graduation to even get started. Most students can begin this process while they're still in school, so that by the time they graduate, they're already in interviews or on the schedule. Path 2, this is our entrepreneurial track or passion to paycheck. Now, maybe you know deep down that you're meant to be your own boss and that you want the freedom to create your brand, set your hours, and build a business that feels like you. We built the passion to paycheck path for that exact reason. And let me be real for just a second, and this is not fluff. This is not how to make cute Canva flyers in Canva. This is real business development. It might not be the most exciting stuff. It's broken down step by step so that you never feel like you're guessing. Here's the things that we're going to walk you through. Picking your niche so that you're not trying to serve everyone and burning out trying to be everything. Building your brand. This means your logo, your overall aesthetic or a vibe, messaging, your target client. We help you define why and how behind your brands. We also help you with setting up your pricing and profit model, so you're not undervaluing your time or feeling weird charging for your skills. We'll also help you with launching your first booking system, and we also help you set it up and structure your calendar in a way that actually works for your life. When crafting your first offers and packages, we'll help you with that too, because one-off facials are fine, but real income comes from retention, upsells, and client loyalty. Getting your first 10 paid clients and building your referrals from there is also a part of our program. And yes, we even walk you through LLC setup, business banking, legal forms, and policies. You leave with a business, not just a dream. Not just an idea, not just a page with cute quotes, a system, a structure, a brand, a schedule, a pricing model, a service menu, a booking link, a plan. So here's the part I want you to really feel in your heart. You're not too early for this. You don't have to wait until you have it all figured out to start. That's what the program is for. I have students who launch businesses before they even walked across the graduation stage. We had moms, full-time employees, even 19-year-olds who build 6-month roadmaps to profitability right inside of this program. Because we make it realistic for real life. We have hybrid options, weekly accountability, templates, swipe files, coaching, community. We give you a GPS. You still have to drive, okay? But now you know where you're actually going. If you've already been licensed, but you never really actually launched, if you're someone who's been circling around the dream, but actually hasn't stepped into it yet, you can also join too. This is open to any graduate of Dolly Monroe Beauty Academy, no matter when you finished. So no one is too late. And yes, it absolutely can work for you. And we've expanded it beyond the MBA. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the dream job. For some, it's launching a beauty brand. For others, it's working in a luxury spa, a med spa, or a cosmetic doctor. It might look like a clean clinical space, a steady schedule, supportive environment, and real room to grow. But here's what most licensed estheticians don't realize. Med spas are not just looking for someone who can perform a service. They are looking for someone who fits their brand, understands their clients, and adds value to the patient experience. If you want to actually land your dream job in one of these high luxury inn locations, they're not hiring for talent. They're hiring polish, they're hiring presentation, and they are hiring the entire package. So let me break this down. When a director of a medical spa sits across from you in an interview, they're asking themselves, Does he or she look like someone who represents our brand? Do they speak clearly and confidently? Would I feel comfortable having them treat my own family? Will they show up on time, follow protocols, and keep our clients coming back? And those questions, they go way beyond your skill with the machine or your exam score. Here's the hard truth. Most schools outside of DMBA don't actually prepare you for this level of professionalism. So graduates walk in unprepared, unpolished, and unconfident. That's why the graduate program. That is exactly why. We don't just teach you the skills, you already have that. We show you how to present those skills with clarity and confidence. We will review your appearance. Yes, your overall look actually matters. Clean scrubs, soft glam, well-groomed. You are your first brand. We coach you on how to speak about yourself, your skills without feeling awkward or unsure. We give you real interview preparation, including mock interviews, feedback, and what to say when they ask, "Tell me about yourself." We've even had spa managers come to our school and meet with our graduates first because they know we're serious about preparing you for success. Now, I want you to imagine something for me. You walk into a med spa interview, you got a tailored resume, a professional digital portfolio on an iPad, a clean printed copy in a folder, and a short list of certifications that you can speak to with confidence. You answer every single question with clarity. You ask thoughtful questions in return. You even have a few case studies or testimonials ready to show real photos of your model work during school. Can you see how that hits different than someone walking in with just a license and a hope? This is what we help you create. We actually had a graduate named Nia. She knew she wanted to work in a med spa, but every time she went to apply, she psyched herself out. In the graduate program, we work with her on her presence, how to stand, how to speak, how to connect. She created a clean branded resume with a soft, neutral palette that matched her Instagram. She practiced her answers, she rehearsed her client consultation, and she got support. She landed the job at the med spa in Tampa just 3 weeks after graduating. Why? Because she looked ready. She sounded ready. She had structure and support, and she believed in herself. Here's the thing that most beauty professionals don't realize. Med spas want to hire great talent, but they're all so busy. So they don't want to train someone from scratch in business etiquette. So if your dream is to get hired instead of building a business, that's perfect. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to be empowered. In this track, we help you to create a standout resume, build a personal brand, even if you don't want to go viral. Prepare for interviews. We'll help you connect with hiring managers, use our job board and spa relationships, walk into every opportunity with confidence and not anxiety. So now I want to switch gears a little bit because while some grads want to get hired, others do want to build. I want to talk about our other path, the entrepreneur journey. We call it Passion to Paycheck, and it's for those beauty pros who are ready to step into ownership. So now let's switch the gears. Because maybe you're not looking to actually get hired. Maybe deep down, you know that you're meant to lead. You want to create something that's yours. You want the flexibility, ownership, creative freedom, and the ability to build income around your life and not the other way around. If that's you, you belong in our entrepreneur track inside of the graduate program. Here's the thing about entrepreneurship and beauty that, again, gets skipped over and a lot of people don't like to talk about. Having talent is not enough. Having a booking link is not enough. Even having a license is not enough. To be successful, you need structure, support, a clear plan to go from I do services to I actually run a business. Because let's be real, posting a reel, running a promo, and hoping people book isn't a strategy. It's an exhausting cycle that keeps way too many gifted estheticians stuck in hustle mode. And again, that's why we built Passion to Paycheck as a business building system, not a course, not a coaching call, a step-by-step program that walks you through every single move that you need to make to launch, market, and grow a real business with intention and profit in mind. And so here's what's inside of that. Step one, we're going to define your niche. We start by helping you define exactly who you want to serve, not just I want to do facials. We help you to get clear on skin types, skin goals, age range, luxury or budget friendly, medical or spa, studio or mobile. When you niche down, you get known. We help you to build a brand that speaks directly to your dream client so that you're not chasing everyone, but attracting the right ones. In step two, we'll actually help you to build your brand. So once your niche is locked in, we move into brand development. But this is more than picking logos or colors. This is about building the feeling behind your brand. You'll understand what should people feel when they land on your page. What does your brand actually stand for? What problem are you actually solving for your community? How does your client know that they've actually found the one? And we guide you through your name, vibe, messaging, your tone, even your visual content strategy. And this way that your brand doesn't just look good, it actually connects. In step three, we move into pricing for profit. Now, this part is actually major because too many new beautypreneurs undervalue themselves and they say, oh, I don't want to charge too much, or I'm just getting started. I'll raise my prices later. And then they look up 6 months in and realize they're burnt out and broke. So we help you build a pricing strategy that covers your cost, values your time, and keeps your business sustainable. From services to packages, add-ons, and rebooking systems, we walk you through how to make your business work for you, not drain you. Step four is all about setting up your systems. This is the back-end magic that makes everything run smoothly. We help you to set up your booking system, organize your calendar and prep time, create client intake forms, write your policies, set up automated emails and reminders, build out your service menu in a way that guides clients into your best offers. And yes, we have templates for all of it. So instead of Googling what to say in your cancellation policy, you just copy, paste, customize, and then launch it. In step five, we will help you to book your first 10 clients. You can have everything set up, but until money hits the account, it's not real yet. Okay. So when we walk you through your very first launch, we show you how to market your services without sounding salesy, how to announce your launch, what to post the week of opening, how to convert interest into bookings, and how to turn first-time clients into loyal ones, how to use referrals, reviews, and rebooking to keep your book full. Because building a business isn't about going viral, it's about staying consistent. So we'll show you how. In step six, we talk about protecting and positioning yourself. Finally, we make sure that your foundation is legit, okay? This means that we'll help you register your LLC, set up your business bank account, create simple service agreements, understand your tax responsibilities, and keep everything organized so that you look and feel professional, because it's not just about the facial or the skincare or the service itself. It's about being the CEO of your future. So let me give you an example. One of our graduates, Brianna, came into the graduate program with a dream of creating a minimalist skincare brand and treatment space for women with melanin-rich skin. She had a vision, but no structure. Within 10 weeks, she had a full brand identity, launched her booking site, filled her first 2 weeks with clients, created a branded follow-up experience with gift bags and referral cards. She also had her entire business registered, legal, and ready for scale. That's what Passion to Paycheck does. It's not magic, it's method. If you're serious about building something that creates income and freedom, this is your next move. Now I want to finally go back to Maria, a student with a real story that proves that this system works. Because it's one thing to hear me explain it, but it's different when you understand and can visualize someone just like you who actually lived it. Okay, so let's move into Maria's story. Maria's not a celebrity. She's not a TikTok influencer. She didn't come from money, and she definitely didn't have a perfect plan. She was a single mom in her 30s, working a front desk job at a dentist's office. She liked skincare, watched YouTube tutorials, did her friends' brows. She found Dolly Monroe Beauty Academy on Instagram during a late night scroll. At the time, she had no savings, no sitter lined up, and barely believed that she could even do it. But something about it, about the hybrid schedule, the support, the way she talked about business and empowerment, it just clicked. So she came in for a tour, and I remember her clearly. Quiet, curious, that mix of excitement and fear in her eyes. She asked great questions, but I could tell she didn't really believe this was going to work for her. Fast forward, Maria enrolled in our hybrid aesthetics and then our laser program. She kept working part-time to care for her daughter, attended her classes, and she didn't skip a beat. But here's where the magic actually happened for her. Because Maria didn't stop at licensing, she joined our graduate program right after graduation, and she chose the Passion to Paycheck track. Let me tell you what happened next. In the first 30 days, she built a clean, minimal personal brand, simple neutrals, strong messaging. She launched her service menu with just 3 core treatments and a brow package. She used our launch calendar to create a 2-week promo push on social media. And her goal, just get 5 paying clients to start. She got 8, then 14, then 22 within her first 6 weeks. And they didn't just come once. They rebooked. They told friends. They posted her. And every single time that she showed up online with a now booking post or a skin tip or a reel of her wiping a hot towel off someone's forehead, she didn't just grow her business, she grew her belief. So now, here's the best part. Maria didn't just want to make money, she wanted to make an impact. So she used what she learned in our mentorship calls to start building client education in her brand. She started doing weekly Instagram lives on how to treat hormonal acne. She created a 3-part skin reset package and named it after her daughter. Within 3 months, she had gone from feeling stuck, unsure, and underpaid to finally fully booked, fully aligned, and finally excited again. Let me remind you that Maria didn't come in with it all figured out. She wasn't confident on camera. She didn't have the business experience. She did not have family support. Okay? But what she had was a system and support through our programs and mentorship that didn't make her feel behind. It made her feel seen. It's not about chasing a trend or copying what someone else is doing. It's about creating your own lane with your own gifts, your own timing, and your own vision, and knowing exactly what steps to take to make it real. And here's the truth. There's a Maria in all of us. The woman who's been playing small, who's doubted herself, who told herself maybe later or I'm not ready. But when you step into the right environment, when someone hands you the playbook and says, let's do this together, everything shifts. So if you're listening to this and thinking that's me, then let this be your sign. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wonder if it's possible. You just need a plan. If you're licensed but stuck, this next part is going to be for you. Okay, so let's say you're already licensed. You've done the hard part, school, hours, exams, all of that. You've put in the time, energy, and probably a good amount of money. You've got the certificate on the wall, but something still does not feel right. Your calendar is mostly empty. You're second guessing yourself before every single post. You're watching others get booked, but your DMs are quiet. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not ungrateful. This moment is not failure. It's friction. And friction doesn't mean stop. It just means that there's something in the way. Most beauty professionals feel this exact tension. The passion is there, but the path isn't clear. You've been told just post more, run a promo, give discounts, rebrand. It's exhausting. And now you've got 27 Canva flyers saved and no clients. Again, it's exhausting, and worse, it makes you question your own talent. But here's the truth. You don't need another certificate. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You need a roadmap, a real strategy, and a support system that helps you build with clarity, not confusion. It's not a maybe this will help solution. It's a proven framework we've used to help grads go from licensed but lost to confident, booked, and building something sustainable. So if you're licensed and stuck, let me give you 3 things to start with today, even before you join. Step 1, reconnect with your why. Sometimes the pressure to succeed can disconnect you from why you even started. Go back to it. Ask yourself, who did I want to help when I chose this path? What kind of lifestyle was I hoping to create? What version of myself am I trying to become? And this isn't fluff, this is direction. Because when you remember the mission, the next move becomes clearer. Step 2, I want you to audit your foundation. You may be stuck because your foundation isn't solid. Do I have a niche, or am I trying to serve everyone? Is my brand clear and consistent, or does it feel scattered? Is my pricing profitable or based on fear and comparison? Do I have clear offers or a bunch of services listed randomly? Do I know how I want clients to feel after working with me? If any of those answers are fuzzy, that's okay. That's what we help you fix inside from the graduate program. Step 3, stop going alone. This one's big because isolation breeds confusion. When you're trying to figure it out by yourself, watching reels, buying random templates, hoping the next caption hits, it's easy to spiral. But when you get in the right room with the right guidance, everything changes. You get feedback, you get clarity, you move faster, and more importantly, you stop feeling like you're doing something wrong. The truth is, there's no shame in being stuck, but there's a better way forward. You don't have to wait until you're ready. You don't have to figure it out on your own, and you definitely don't have to stay in this holding pattern. We walk you through your options, your strategy, and your goals, and help you pick the path that actually fits your life. Whether you want to get hired or start your own business, we give you the tools, the structure, and the support to do it with confidence. Because your talent deserves to be profitable. Your story deserves to be seen. Now I'll tell you how to get started, and I'll share a little sneak peek of what's coming next week. You ready? Let's wrap this up. If you're feeling stuck after getting licensed, you're not alone. If you're unsure what comes next, this is what comes next. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to be that girl online. You don't have to go viral or launch a 6-figure brand overnight. But you do need a system. You do need support. And you deserve a roadmap that turns your license into lasting results. If this spoke to you at all, if you feel seen, if you felt understood, here's what I want you to do. Tap the link below. We'll walk you through where you are, what's keeping you stuck, and exactly how we can help you move forward step by step. If you're not ready for the call just yet, that's okay too. Make sure you're subscribed, follow us on Instagram at Dolly Monroe, and come back next week for a new video where we'll be diving into the 5 biggest mistakes that new estheticians make when launching their business and how to avoid them. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. This is Dolly Monroe, and we don't just teach aesthetics. We help you to turn your passion into your paycheck and your license into your legacy.